to the vocal minority, with Nick and Steve broadcasting live on the Really American Media platform. You all have joined us just in time for our Political Week in Review. Keep in mind, champions, this is all need-to-know news. News you need to know. It's been another wild boar of a week, oink oink. So hop to it, boys. Let's get this dumpster fire under control before we start our weekend.
Some funny shit right there. We get a close-up of Steve Harness as the podcast takes to the interwebs. And welcome one, welcome all to your Political Week in Review. It's a day early, yeah. The vocal minority with Nick and Steve. Back at it.
I love this new camera I got, but it has some hand gestures. I'm afraid to wave my hands around now.
Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, it's always by mistake. You've never done it on purpose. But
I don't know why I would do some extreme zoom in on my face on purpose, but whatever. But yeah, a day early as we head into the 4th of July holiday weekend. I'm red, white, and bluing it up today.
Oh.
And we're here on Really American. So it all comes together. And by the way, if you go to thevocalminority.net, you can contact Nick and I directly, and odds are decent that we'll take time to reply.
Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10 for the most part.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's the best way to get a hold of us. The chat room is loading up, so I expect this to be a fun show today. You guys get vocal. Always love your comments, your questions, your concerns, and your praise. I mean, let's not leave that out either, right?
Right. You expect this to be a good show. That's a lot of pressure you're putting it on it, but okay. It's all good.
Yeah, no, it makes me feel good when you guys are getting vocal. It's like, oh, yeah, they get the show. So
I'm here to make you feel good. We also have an OnlyFans page if you want to watch Nick and I make each other.
Yeah.
Got to make a living somehow. I mean, come
on. Busy news day. As we've been going through the week, I was like, gosh, this news cycle is just kind of lame, because we're just expecting such great things to happen. But, yeah, we got a lot of good shit to talk about, dude, as we get a little closer to America 250.
Yeah, normally around the holidays it slows down, but there's been a decent amount of stuff, and a lot of it is revolving around the either current or impending shit show in D.C. right now. So,
yeah,
yes,
for sure. All right, let's get into this. Here we go.
This is Need to Know News. News you need to know.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Stand by for news.
My Claudia here, get on with it. All right, sorry. Jeez.
Dude, that person just said Cornwall. Cornwall? Are you kidding me? That's crazy, dude. My wife's family's from Cornwall. Welcome to the show.
Well, stop. Get on with it, Nick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm going to speed read my news, and we'll just be done in 5 minutes.
I know.
I need some time off, quite frankly.
Some people
chit-chat.
Yeah, some people don't like the fact that this is a long-form podcast. So sorry.
Right. Yeah, we do short-form stuff, like 8 minutes or something. Even that, though, I'm not allowed to babble, apparently.
No.
Okay. On with it already, Nick.
Hey, dude, our commander-in-chief woke up this morning, or who knows, did he ever go to bed? But early this morning, he posted a great video on the White House website as well. Dr. Trump is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy. I have not actually seen this yet. I've heard about it. I've heard the rumblings on the interwebs today. Now, I mean, Grandpa Trump is always posting shit. I mean, he's the king of slop.
Sure.
And most of it's, AI or fake or whatever. But he's posted some notoriously bad things. And we now know he's got this, 34-year-old heavily devoted aide who is up all night with him. Making $150,000 a year, by the way. We found that out today, too.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. The human printer is what they call her, I guess, yeah?
Yes. So yeah, okay. What's the latest?
All right. So we all remember when Trump posted a picture of himself. I mean, it was obvious that he thought he was Jesus, like he was healing somebody. And then he came out the next day when it started getting shit. And he was like, I thought I was a doctor. I'm kind of a doctor. I heal people. So leaning into that theme and the med bed. I mean, that was the original post. We were like, what the fuck did you post that for? Do you remember the med bed?
Well, the medbed was funny because it was an AI video of Trump that Trump posted, but it sort of seemed like he didn't realize it was fake. Like he thought he was really on Fox News talking about medbeds.
Totally. Yes. If you don't remember, this is what the medbed looked like. People are like, oh, this is a revolutionary machine where, like, you'll never die. You'll just get healed if you step in this bed. So that's where this all started. Now we're back to an official doctor. Here's Dr. Trump now.
Boy.
Have you or someone you know been diagnosed with TDS? The symptoms can be relentless. Fortunately, I'm Dr. Trump, and I have a treatment plan. Let's hear what some of my patients have to say.
I have been suffering for over a decade, and after listening to Dr. Trump, I can see some results.
Man, I've been suffering for years. I really didn't believe that was help out there. That was when I came across this video on TV.
I really thought I was a lost cause. This was gonna affect me for the rest of my life. But after using the treatment plan, I can see a difference.
I really wasn't sure I could help some of these people. They were so far gone, I wasn't really sure.
I had no idea how much this was affecting my life. My work is slowed down. I'm hardly recognizable anymore. I just needed help.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Constantly angry. I made everyone miserable around me.
I feel like I've aged 20 years in the last 2 years.
You look good.
I've been so concerned. I was really starting to worry about my future.
The treatment is simple. Turn off fake news. Say your prayers, and if you ever feel anxious, just have a Diet Coke like me, and you're going to see a remarkable difference in your life.
Fuck me, man. I mean, it is really bad. I think there's something about him that is not only obviously delusional, but when he posted that, I think he was like, phew, that was a good one. Like, good job well done. I mean, it was great.
Zing.
Yeah.
I do wonder if they can sue him, as some people are saying in the comments section, because, those are very accurate renditions of them. And you and I have talked a lot about using AI programs.
Yeah.
That if I just tell AI, like, give me a picture of Donald Trump, like, puking all over the Constitution, it won't do it. But if I say I need to do a political satire picture, which is protected free speech, I need somebody who looks like Donald Trump puking on the Constitution, it will give you a spot on image of Trump. It'll do it no problem. But
completely. Yeah,
I
you
don't
got to
know
play
that
with it for sure. But I mean, all of those people, I don't know. I would hope they could sue too, because this is, I would think, defamation on one level, right?
yeah, I mean, it is hard to tell the difference. I don't see an obvious AI label or anything on there. But really, I mean, this all goes back to what we've been talking about for, it seems like forever now, that Trump is so butthurt by the cool kids not liking him.
Yeah.
He wants the rock stars and the movie stars to love and adore him, and it drives him nuts that he's got Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, and, Dean Cain or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Julia Roberts, John Leguizamo, who has said very little against him. I don't know why he was in there. Edward Norton just said some stuff this past week. And, of course, De Niro. So, on one level, and Rosie, obviously. And Rosie's a fan of Really American, by the way. She's commented on some of the videos we've done here.
Yeah, we love Rosie.
Yeah, so I mean, take it as a compliment, I suppose, but I would call your lawyers if I was any of you, because those people do have a professional image. They're celebrities, they're well known, and it does appear like he's using their images against, their obvious will. And it's not even that funny. Trump derangement syndrome is a real thing, but it's the mega types affected with it.
Yeah.
People that actually think that, we have some sickness, or they can't possibly understand why we hate the guy so much.
Completely, dude. You're exactly right. And once again, it falls back to projection, of how they talk about stuff. Like, yeah, this is real, but it's in your party and your group, dude.
Right. And I mean, listen, I have gotten now millions of views off of these AI slopaganda videos that come out every week, but all the ones I feature are very clearly satire. I mean, it's obvious over the top that they're fake, and it's funny. I love that just the average person nowadays has access to this stuff and can do their own little SNL style sketch, skits and do political satire all on their own. But to have the president doing it.
Yeah, it just, I mean, here, let's go back to when he first started. Remember, I mean, this is the first president that we've ever seen communicates with us based on tweeting at the time, and I thought, oh, it's just, I mean, I don't like it. I sort of understand it now, not the way he does it, but I sort of understand the White House tweeting things out. But the president himself or herself should, I don't think, be on Twitter, talking to us. I mean, that's how they're telling Iran what the deal is. Like, I mean, it's not the place to do it for sure.
No.
But so he started doing all that. And I thought, oh, it just kind of cheapens The Office. And boy, how the mighty have fallen, dude.
I mean, it's on a very, very, very long list of reasons and examples of him cheapening The Office for sure.
Yes.
And it would be one thing if he tweeted selectively, very professionally written and official statements to disperse, and he simultaneously calls, PBS and NBC and does interviews and but no, he is a fucking toddler. He is a out of control high school kid, mean tweeting all day. He is like a mean girl. He's a mega mean girl.
Totally is, dude. And you know what's funny is we've been talking a lot about delusion, and when Trump sees himself up on a poster with his head and then the body of Rambo holding a machine gun, like he gets off on that shit. We know that, right? He likes it a lot. I almost wonder, with this America 250 thing going on, they've got like different rooms and things set up for people to go through. None of them are doing it, but they have the rooms. There's this one that has AI Teddy Roosevelt in it that you can walk in and look at the office, and then there's just a screen you can talk to the president. I've got videos here that I'm gonna play for you. He walks in and he's talking to this obviously AI person that's been dead for years, and I don't think it quite connects. I almost think that he feels like this is a new method of like talking to people that have passed over to the other side. Like I think he thinks it's real, dude, and that sounds crazy.
Seance.
Yes,
Seance, FaceTime, Ouija board, something like that. Yeah, I have seen some of these clips, and I do struggle with whether he understands it or not, because he's not that good of an actor to like play along. Like I do wonder. So,
and he talks back to him like he's. I mean, here I'll play the clips for you. This first one is him talking about the Panama Canal. Okay.
I even had a conversation with Theodore Roosevelt. I said, what did you think about the Panama Canal? Do you consider that your greatest achievement? How do you feel about the fact that the Democrats gave the Panama Canal away to Panama for $1?
Do you consider the Panama Canal your greatest achievement?
Well. Right then, yes.
Good answer.
The canal stands as one of my proudest battles, no question. But greatness is a strange thing. It isn't always the biggest or boldest job that matters most. The Panama Canal showed what America could achieve if we held steady and acted fast when the world dragged its feet. That said, I measure my greatest work by the lives improved. Parks set aside, the food and drugs made safe, the square deal given to all, not just to a few. Still, when I stood in the mud watching those steam shovels, knowing ships would pass through, changing the world's map forever, I felt I'd left a mark that would last.
Okay, you did. Thank you.
I mean, he's talking
All right, I'm
to
out.
you. You did it. You did. Yeah, exactly what you just said. That's what you did, sir.
He doesn't know how to talk to a president who actually built something start to finish, didn't have to grift to get it done, didn't do illegal back channels, didn't do no bid contracts, and made something that made life for Americans better, not a ballroom or an arch or any of that crap. I mean, yeah, I do struggle with wondering if he knows if it's real or not. And I love that Teddy was like, lives saved, and I preserved parks and natural lands.
Made
Those
good
were my
medicine for saving lives. Yes, those were the important things. He didn't mention fucking Bitcoin one time, did he?
No, he didn't. And the fact that he kind of got bored with the conversation and left just tells me even more so. I do think he thought it was a real thing.
I know. I sound crazy when I say it, dude, but I really do believe that. Watch this one, dude. I mean, this is fantastic. This one really made me think like, oh, he thinks that's some fucking tunnel to Theodore Roosevelt, dude.
Right.
Every day a president faces storms most people never see. Keep your nerve and remember the nation comes first. You get through. I know you know that feeling yourself.
Well, I appreciate those words. Those words are fantastic. And I just want to say it's an honor to be with you today. We are making a little bit of a tour, some of the fantastic things you've done.
He's having a full-on conversation with him, dude, and it's not jokey, right? He's not joking.
No. It's disturbing. I do think that Trump's mental acuity is significantly falling off a fucking cliff, as we've seen 1,000 examples of. And him sitting there talking to Teddy and bringing him up at that speech, Dr. Teddy Roosevelt today. Like, I do think he thinks it's some, I don't know, gateway to an alternate universe or like a Ouija board. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I don't even know what the alternative would be, because as some people pointed out, like when you have heard him acting on The Apprentice or in Home Alone 2, like he has a whole different affect, and that's not what he was just doing there.
No. Here's the natural response to doing that. As soon as the video was done playing, you would say, that is really cool. This interact, like that was fun, dude. Like that's what you would say.
Yeah. I'm surprised he did not say, like, who's the greatest president besides yourself? Like,
sure.
If I try to get some way for Teddy to praise him,
Completely.
I'm assuming he knew he would probably say, like, well, any president that puts himself above the country is no president for me. Like,
yeah. Any president that shits his pants on a regular basis is the best this country's ever seen.
Right. You need a Hoover Dam in your Depends, I hear, sir.
That whole conversation you're talking about with Trump, talking to what looks like park rangers, right? About Theodore Roosevelt. He's refers to him as TR. Listen to this. I mean, he's not only on a first name basis, he's on a first and last initial basis. Okay,
nickname. Okay.
As TR once put it, freedom is not a gift that lasts long in the hands of cowards. How about that? Doesn't last long in the hands of cowards. What a great statement.
Yeah.
What?
I want to use that. I shouldn't have said it. I would have used that statement.
Believe him.
And I wouldn't have attributed it to TR.
Nope.
And he would have said, oh, what a great statement that is. Trump made a brilliant speech. What do you think, John? Would I get away with that, Kevin? I don't know. Maybe not. But that's a great statement.
Wow.
That's a beautiful thing to say.
Yeah.
He, again, with his whatever mental decline is, he can't help but say what is ever on his brain. Completely. So I love that he was like, I should have plagiarized that from another president. That would have been really good. Would anyone have noticed? Probably not. And you can tell he's reading off a teleprompter because he does not have any quotes from TR memorized.
No.
And if you're trying to be an effective communicator, don't say, hey, TR once said, like, who the hell is TR?
That's just what the teleprompter said. And the people that wrote it are like, he'll know it's Teddy Roosevelt, Like,
right.
Come on.
Or he didn't know how to pronounce Roosevelt, Rosie Velte. Who's Teddy Roosevelt? Like, I mean, Jesus.
This is he's talking to that same crowd. This is another great clip that I just think to myself, this is wrong for so many reasons, and we could talk about it after the clip.
Okay.
He also received that incredible acknowledgement, except for Arthur and Douglas MacArthur. Arthur was his son, Douglas MacArthur, great general. They're the only father and son pair to receive our nation's highest military award for courage above and beyond the call of duty. Now, as I see my two beautiful sons sitting there, I think I'm going to give one to myself, one to them, and we'll have a threesome, okay?
What?
I'll pick out one of the two. I'll give them the Congressional Medal of Honor for something, for their genius at hunting, and I'll get one for taking on Russia, or something.
But he hasn't.
And we'll have a third pair. No, I'm only kidding. But I have seriously thought about, now this is dangerous to say because the fake news is up there all over the place.
Yeah.
And when I joke, I learned early on, don't be sarcastic in politics.
I don't think you learned.
No, you did not learn. And why you would have to learn that, I have no idea.
Right.
Again, he's not joking. He would love to give the Congressional Medal of Honor to him, his kids, and everyone else. But what sort of fucking Freudian slip was that?
The threesome
The
thing?
threesome?
Yes.
And by the way, nobody AI that. I do not want to see what the hell that would look like.
Yeah, completely.
A threesome. Who says that?
Donald Trump. I mean, the guy who, does weird shit with his microphone. I mean, But here's the thing, dude, that really pissed me off about that clip is not, I know he wants one and he would love to play with everything that he can get his hands on.
Right.
But you know what? It's such a fuck you to people who have lost their life or close to have lost their life. Like, I give it to them for great hunting. Like, it's not the same thing, dude.
Spot on. I mean, it is so wildly insulting to anyone who actually earned a Congressional Medal of Honor.
Right.
And I mean, there was a guy once that, gave Trump his Purple Heart. And, I don't know why you would do that, but Trump accepted it.
Yes.
He didn't say like, boy, that's a great gesture. But of course, sir, you have earned this. And then he got up on stage, was flouting, and he was like, this is so much easier to get it this way. Like, it's a complete fucking insult.
It is. And I don't know how you can be a soldier in any of the armed forces and that doesn't rub you wrong. Like, man, dude, that's your commander in chief saying, like, I'd like to just give them one for Russia, whatever the fuck that means,
And speaking of rubbing them wrong, please, the threesome. What I just feel like there's a mental barrier in my brain that when I'm talking about my kids, that no even loosely sexual term would possibly go in there. And if for some reason it did, I would instantly make some sort of joke or something. He didn't even seem to realize what he said.
No.
I want to have a threesome with my kids and our Congressional Medals of Honor.
So it just tells you that all that shit just gets him so chubbed up playing with shit.
Yes. And this is the guy that, has made multiple inappropriate comments about his daughter. Yeah. I'd be dating her if she wasn't I would never say anything even remotely close to that.
No, you wouldn't. Or we wouldn't be friends anymore because that's how it usually works. You'd be like, boy, harness is getting weird, dude.
Right. Be weird enough if I said it about your daughter. Saying about my daughter.
Right.
It's just beyond crazy.
Yeah.
And a threesome with my sons.
Yep. Wow. That's your commander-in-chief as we are walking into America 250. There's a lot of stuff going on. Protesters were down at the mall with the National Guard there. They've got different events that they're doing and stuff like that. And a lot of protesters are doing fantastic work out there.
Yes.
Here's
warm
just
applause. They're so happy to see Trump's cabinet people, right?
So happy, dude. Here's just a little look before we get into some of the speeches that were being made. Let's just look. This is National Guard lining the ponds.
There is quite a dichotomy between the National Guards members who are here for an event in Washington, D.C. with Secretary Hegseth and protesters who you may be able to see, I think there's a flag there, shouting, arrest Hegseth. They have signs saying end the occupation, really protesting the existence of the National Guard in Washington, D.C. As you can see right now, I believe you'll see, yes, the Secretary is, in fact, headed.
He was late.
In
funny
for this speech, but a lot of protesters saying they don't want the National Guard here. There are about 250 National Guards members who are at this event.
Yeah, poor guys. So yeah, I think that they're occupying DC, and I don't know if it's for show or for the 250 or for protection. I don't know what it is.
I mean, a little of both, but yeah. So do you have videos of Hegseth or Miller trying to talk?
Yeah. So let's watch this first one from Pete Hegseth, because I thought, wow, this is great. He had no idea what to say. And I love it when they think that they're being so clever. And it's just like, what a stupid, you could have said anything and that's what you said?
Yeah.
You do your job no matter what. In fact, this background noise this morning is perfect. It's the sound of ingrates, of ingratitude, of people who are so blinded by ideology, they can't see law and order and common sense in front of them.
Wow.
That's
an insulting asshole.
That's rich. They're there protesting because you're the king of war crime, dude. You're talking about law and order. That's why they're there.
They're there because we have a constitutionally protected right to do this kind of stuff. And especially when, yes, you are a fucking war criminal. We have talked about it for a year now, of these illegal bombings of boats and invading other countries, and the double taps, the not providing aids, the no quarter, all that stuff. So yeah, everyone's got every goddamn right to be out there booing and screaming at you, and you should at least, at a minimum, respect it as an American right, or have some self-awareness that maybe you've done a few things that people may not love.
And you know what? If the ingrates weren't there, no one would fucking be there, dude. No one else came.
Yes, and I do feel bad for all those National Guardsmen that are out there doing their job. It's what they're assigned to.
Totally.
Based on a lot of surveys, military types tend to lean conservative, but they're not all by any means.
No.
I have two very good friends, your wife being one of them, that are raging liberals, and they served our country proudly and would say that they fought to defend the right to have free speech and unpopular speech and protesting and all that. So
100%.
Yeah, bite me.
Todd Blanche spoke in front of this little waterfall too, and again, I mean, you could have said anything as you stepped up to the microphone, and this is what you talked about.
Thank you, everybody. My name's Todd Blanche. I'm the acting Attorney General. So, on behalf of the United States Department of Justice, I want to tell every one of you, men and women, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It was just about 1 year ago today when President Trump said that he looked around this city, the capital of the greatest country in the history of civilization, and didn't like what he saw. He didn't like the crime, he didn't like the way it looked, and he instructed us to do something about it. And that's exactly what we've done. And we haven't done it because of me. We haven't done it because of anybody standing behind me. We've done it because of each and every one of you.
You did it because he told you to, and you're,
right.
A Cheeto ass licker.
I was going to say, Trump is elbow deep on your puppet hole there, and that's why you're doing it. And you are the acting Attorney General. You're acting like you actually have some authority or legal knowledge, and completely debasing yourself. And yes, as Callie Teacher brings up, in full uniform out there in a heat wave, forced to sit there and endure this propaganda while people are, obviously and correctly so, upset all around you.
Yes. It's just a lot of bullshit. And this next clip is JD Vance talking to the soldiers before they're out in the heat. This clip, dude, JD Vance is such an idiot, and he has no timing or sense of humor for anything, but he continues to try and deliver, dude. You gotta love that about him, right?
I suppose.
If we're searching for something anyway.
I have to. Yeah.
This is 50 seconds long, dude, and it is the most uncomfortable 50 seconds that I've seen in a while.
Okay.
It's amazing to be here. You know what I'm thinking as I'm coming down the steps is don't fall and bust your ass in front of all of you and in front of all these cameras, because they would never let me live that one down. The previous president.
Not allowed.
I'm trying to be nonpartisan. You ever seen these old cartoons where you've got the angel on the shoulder and the devil on the shoulder? Well, because I'm speaking to all of you, our great patriots and service members, I've got the angel on my shoulder saying, JD, don't be partisan. We're going to make this nonpartisan. And then I've got the devil on my shoulder who wants to talk about every time that Joe Biden fell up or down the stairs. And the media didn't care about that, but if I did it one time, it would be a major, major story. But let me just say to all of you, first of all, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, you condescending motherfucker. You're proud of him?
Thanks for the Bugs Bunny reference on the devil and the angel. And you're not supposed to be partisan, because it's a long-standing tradition that you don't do partisan speeches in front of people that are enlisted, because they are forced to sit there and watch for, and they are also just supposed to be following the orders of whoever's in charge. They're not supposed to be political.
Yes.
So it's just like Trump, where he was like, all the fake news are going to get on me for this. Like, JD, listen to the voice in your head that told you don't go out there and be partisan because it's wildly inappropriate,
Yeah.
Or, as we talk about with comedy roasts, if you're going to go there, man, you better have a well-written, funny joke.
Yeah.
That even I would be like, huh, well, okay. I mean, it was a clever joke you made there. But
right.
Did you see how many times Biden fell up these stairs? Hey, anyone?
Hey.
Hey, he flew into town and his arms are tired. Who's with me here? Everyone? No? Okay.
We're still talking about Biden? Like, come on, dude. It's old. It's tired. Talk about some shit that matters. No one wants to hear the old stuff.
And is he projecting, since Trump is now constantly stumbling and fumbling and can't walk in a straight line? And I'm sure you've seen the back-to-back images of Trump slowly walking down the stairs of Air Force One. And then they'll show Obama sprinting on down.
Yeah, with his eyes closed. Yes, it's very good.
Oh, how much further can JD debase himself? I mean, that's really the great contest that is going on right now for the next few years.
For sure. When we talk about, JD Vance possibly becoming the next president, Steve always says, like, he doesn't have any of the charisma for it. And it's clips like that you're like, yeah. I mean, I was watching the whole time. I didn't hear even a giggle. I saw one guy smile in the back at one point, and who knows if it was because he was embarrassed or what. But like, to not, even when he was like the best troops around the world, he didn't even get a cheer for that, dude.
Right. No, he could have done some relatively easy applause lines, but I don't even feel like he wrote a speech. Like I'm just going to talk about what's on my brain right now. I just told myself I shouldn't trip coming up there. Now I'm telling myself to move my lips and breathe in and out. And now I'm like, such a fucking robot.
But he is taking the play out of the playbook from Trump, where you can talk about anything if you say, like, I'm not really supposed to talk about this, but, and set it up that way, then you're all good, supposedly. So.
Yes. And Monkey here, VP will not make it in 2028. So, like, first of all, I'm still standing by my prediction that JD Vance will be running for president as the incumbent, because Trump's not going to live another 2 years of natural causes. Don't knock on my door.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, Trump's hanging in there, so who knows? But either way, he's not going to win over the country. He does not have whatever weird Teflon Don thing that Trump has. But, sure, go for it, man. Let us run against JD Vance.
My MAGA brother, I'll take you back to the time that we were all sitting in front of our TVs, and it was the debate where Trump said, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. You remember. When JD Vance was on his debate, my brother was like, whew, he's pretty good. Like, he sounds like a smart guy, intelligent dude. I'm like, yes, you could put Elmo up there next to Trump, and anyone sounds smart and well-spoken.
Right.
So it's not saying much, dude. But, yeah, the charisma, no, doesn't have it.
No. And speaking of smart and well-spoken Trump, like, please, any of them. So they just debuted this new Grift Force One, this plane that he got from Qatar, and that $400 million jet. They've spent millions of undisclosed amounts of money, retrofitting this thing. I heard one expert the other day say that there's no way in this timeline they could have stripped that thing down to the framework and rebuilt it like you would need to make sure you get all of the spyware out of that thing, any bugs or anything else. But
Trojan horse, dude.
Right. But Trump wants to get on that plane so badly that they debuted it this week. And Caroline Leavitt is back. And this picture right here is just fucking hilarious. So she posted this. What a privilege to be on board the inaugural flight of the brand new Air Force One. A truly unforgettable day.
Wow.
So the internet sleuths zoomed in on that picture in the background. You see the library behind the TV or around the TV there?
Yeah.
So people zoomed in on the books because it's like, well, that's kind of weird that Trump has books on an airplane, which seems like a safety risk in general, like books flying everywhere. But
sure,
Trump doesn't read. So what freaking books did they put back there?
Oh, so they were able to see the spine of the book?
Yes. So internet sleuths zoomed on in, and the books are labeled library and art. They're fake books. They're props.
They're from a movie company.
Yes.
Wow.
Library art, and they're all just back to back. It looks like they're all like built in sections together. It's like when you're staging a house or something.
Yeah.
You would just throw these on the shelf to make it look like it.
Little plastic shelled DVD player, the TV. Yes, that is just says everything you need to know about this administration.
Yes, they're illiterate, they're fake, they're scam artists, and they are all about just the vanity, the appearance of things. They want to sound smart or something. So look at all the books we got back here.
Right.
It's one thing. Like, let me tell you, I got a few books down here on my shelf. I'm like halfway through all of them. Like I haven't, I tend to get like halfway through a book and I move on to another one. But at least I've made some attempt at reading those.
Right.
I know some people that buy books, actual books, and put them on the shelf and then they never touch them. That is significantly better than buying movie prop fake books and putting them on your shelf where you couldn't obviously possibly read them. So
yes, completely.
Oh, what a metaphor.
And you're right. That's funny to put them on a plane. Like,
Right. The safety issues.
Yeah, that's great, dude. And I love that he's going to keep that fucking airplane. It's going to his library. Like this.
Right, the library.
What a grifter, dude. I mean, this guy. Let's get into the talks of the release of his financials, because I had I know I bring it up a lot on this show, but I've got a MAGA brother and we have conversations, and he's one of the only people that I can tolerate talking to that I know is a 3-time Trump voter.
Sure.
So, we're having the conversation of all of this stuff, and I'm like, that is just flipping crazy, and it should piss you off, it should piss me off, it should piss everybody off in this country.
Yes.
He's like, well, he is donating his salary, and I'm like, that is so tired and so fucking old that he gives up, let's just say over the course of 2 terms that he gives up, let's just say $5 million. Say you give that up.
It wouldn't be, but okay.
No.
I think it's $400,000 a year, so that's what, 1.6 million over 4 years.
Yeah,
so you're being way generous.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but you get my point. Like, there is nowhere that I can look to say 2 billion or over 2 billion and a couple of million. Like, why are we even having this conversation?
By the way,
see that.
The only way to prove that he donated his salary would be to see his tax returns. And obviously we can't see them because not only is he hiding them, but now we have this new deal where we're not allowed to see them. We're not allowed to audit him or anything else. So I don't even know that I believe that, first of all. But obviously, if you came to me and said, hey, Harness, give me $400,000 and I'll give you $2 billion, I'd be like, okay. Like,
okay. Yeah, it sounds like a solid investment for sure.
Yes. And I've seen a lot of people on TV, online, they're like, well, he is a billionaire, so billionaires make a lot of money, or he invested in stocks, and everyone's stocks have been doing well. Well, first of all, he's manipulating the stock market, so it's no shock that some of his investments have paid off.
Yes.
But also, this whole crypto thing that's not his money. He started a crypto coin. People dumped money into it. That's how he makes money off of it. It's not his money going in there. And we know that the United Arab Emirates are one of the biggest, funders of this, crypto coin of his.
Yeah.
And we know, I saw a stat today, like anyone who bought that coin on day one for like $100 a coin, it's now worth like a few dollars. So regular citizens that wanted to believe in him, they lost all that money and Trump made it all. So and he waited like a year to disclose all of this and paid like a $200 fine for waiting so long. Like, obviously, it's not full disclosure and it's not his money. And it's just fucking disgusting.
The disclosure lists income from golf resorts, Mar-a-Lago, international licensing deals, watches, sneakers, Bibles, coins, Carnival, Barker. Okay,
right.
But here's the deal: it would be one thing. Trump's untouchable, right? The Supreme Court said, hey, we can't do anything to him if he does it within the office of the president.
Yeah. Yes.
So why wouldn't he just come out and say, like, look, yes, I've made a ton of money from this. I mean, yes, I'm a wealthy man. What do you want? I'm still doing my job, but no. He comes out and he says some stupid shit that should insult everyone's intelligence. Here's the first video of him talking about, well, this is why you shouldn't worry about the fact that I've made 2.2.
So last hour, the president was asked repeatedly about the money that he's made, his net worth going higher while in office, and here's how he responded at Andrews Air Force Base.
Get involved in my personal. We have funds that run my money.
But you are benefiting.
Well, I've made a lot of money before I became president, and they invest my money, and I don't talk to them. I don't even speak to them. So I have many people, I don't know what they call it, closed accounts or something. You put your money in, and that's it. I don't talk to them. They're big institutions, and they run it. But yeah, I've had a great career. In business, I've had a great career.
Okay, so that was his response, and I want to give you the opportunity to expand on that. There was this story this week, too, about his sons making money off a deal in Kazakhstan. What's the White House's position on all these questions?
Well, I think the president said it best. And let's remember, Bill, why Americans elected this president to office, because he was an outsider who was tremendously successful in business, built the New York City skyline. And that's what Americans wanted. They wanted a businessman in office. So he has had a tremendously successful career. Of course, his assets are in a blind trust. He has no control of those trades. He's pretty busy as president.
False. All of it's false.
Right.
You know.
I mean, first of all, we have no evidence that he is not communicating with them, or certainly his children, or the fact that he posts and talks about all of these things publicly.
Right.
About, investments in NVIDIA or Dell. I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to be honest and humble about it, I've made so much money already. I've frozen everything for the next 4 years because obviously it's a massive conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And again, all of this crypto stuff is not part of what they're talking about.
No.
They're talking about stock investments and things he owns. Crypto money coming from undisclosed foreign sources. I mean, talk about the emoluments clause being just raped there. We have no way of tracking or knowing any of this. And he's inviting people to private events. We know people are giving him millions, and then suddenly people get pardoned, or people that donate through companies. All of a sudden, the DOJ investigation into your company's done. Like, it's
Yep.
insane.
100% it is. It's just freaking crazy. And we talk about on this show from time to time about how, Trump will go on and he'll talk about the stock market. He'll talk about your 401ks. There's a small percentage, it's a minority percentage of this country that matters to, because the majority of people don't even have a 401k or have money in the stock market.
Yes.
This is him trying to slough this story off on, look at the fucking stock market, dude. Come on.
But to critics who say you're profiting off the presidency, Mr.
Well, you know why I'm profiting? Because the stock market's going up. Everybody's profiting. If you have a 401k, how's your 401k done? It's about up 85%. Thank you, President Trump. So we're all.
Thank you, President Trump. Up 85%? Are you kidding me?
Right. I was going to say, I mean, it's another round of fake numbers and whatnot. But,
Yeah.
there's a whole montage out there. I wish I brought it now that we're talking about this, but of Trump during the last two elections, talking about the corruption in D.C. and a certain group of insiders are profiting off the White House. And Hillary Clinton made all this money off of these funds she started and all like. So, I mean, obviously, I know he's a liar and a hypocrite, but I have seen some mega types defending it. He's a businessman. Of course, he's making money. If you invested hundreds of millions, you can make blah, 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 blah. I've also seen a surprising amount of people, Megyn Kelly being one, but also just people being interviewed on the street. Some people interviewed at that fair today that were like, I got to be honest with you. No, I'm really not okay with it. I'm a supporter of Trump, but no, I don't like that he is making billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Well, I'm struggling for this, that, and everything else. So I don't think this is going to be so easy to just laugh off or just, I don't control my money. Like, this is resonating with a certain percentage of his base. And I do think it's going to backfire on him, especially if he doesn't, get affordability under control. So.
Affordability is a made-up thing. It's a made-up hoax by the Democrats.
To him it is, yes.
Yes.
He can afford things just fine, I'm sure.
You talk about, people who voted for Trump not being happy about this. You're right. This next clip, dude, is really interesting. It starts off talking about this money. This is Candace Owens on the Sean Ryan podcast. So they're talking about this in the beginning of the clip, but as the clip goes on, they are talking about a few other things, including Charlie Kirk and the murder of Charlie Kirk. As we know, Candace Owens doesn't think Charlie Kirk was actually murdered by the guy with the rifle, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, it's an interesting clip. We'll talk about it at the end here.
How much wealth has he amassed since he took this presidency?
The better question is, how much more do they need?
Good question.
How much more does the Trump family need? I mean, when Ivanka swimming to Albania, I mean, like, what, how much more money do you guys need? When is enough enough?
Never.
Yeah, and that's why you feel like they fully have given themselves in, because none of them were like that before.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, I think I spent a lot of time with Don Trump Jr., and he was a real person. And he was certainly a very close friend of Charlie's. He shocked me the most after the assassination, because I knew Don. And I challenged right away. I challenged him. I said, if Don Jr., who hunts, that's the guy, he knows the wilderness. If Don Jr. comes out and says he believes that Charlie's neck stopped a 30-06 bullet, I'll back off. I don't think Don Jr. has even spoken about Charlie's assassination since.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people are going to go to hell for an eternity. I know a lot of people are going to go to hell for an eternity. But the level of talked about the mourning process of realizing that Charlie gave so much of his life to put those people into power, contending with that level of betrayal transformed me.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, I don't consider myself to be a Republican.
Ooh.
Yes, I do consider myself to be a conservative.
I don't even know what the fuck this means. I don't even know if I'll ever vote again.
That's how I feel.
Probably not. I just, you know, going through this and uncovering everything that we've uncovered, nothing's changed.
No.
Just his wealth.
I don't know about you, but for me, it's a fuck ton of stress.
Why?
Being associated with these people, now they have my number.
Ooh.
They can reach me. I fucking hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what was it all for? This shit that we see? Do you think this needed to happen?
What needed to happen?
This veil to be lifted?
Yeah, I have to believe that.
Yeah, you do, because that's the only way you feel like you're not going to hell, because you got us into this mess too, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying very hard to undo the mess. And it's funny to me. Like, I'm glad you're dealing with the guilt and the calls that you don't want to deal with. Like, you did reap what you reaped it, now you're sowing it. Like, careful what you wish for, you just might get it, all that stuff. So, my sympathies are limited for all of these types that are coming out. But I'm glad they're speaking out. But, I mean, to answer her question, I don't know if she realizes that she's advocating for a billionaire tax. Like, how much money do you need? At what point should we be taxing above 100 billion, above 5? Like, at what point do we tax that at 80% to give back to society, to make it a better world for all of us here? Like,
if you think that restriction can be put on how much you make just by ourselves, like, I've got enough, guys. Like, it's never gonna fucking happen, because you have people like Elon Musk, like Donald Trump, Mark Zuckerberg. How much fucking money do you need, dude?
You can't. You couldn't possibly spend it. No. I mean, I'm sure part of Trump's agenda here is to set his kids up for a lifetime where they can now become the next mega, standard bearers and do all that stuff.
Right.
He knows he's dying soon, so he wants his kids to be so fucking wealthy that they can just go around like Musk buying whatever they want, media outlets and buildings and foreign deals and all that stuff. So there is no enough for any of them, and it's fucking disgusting.
When you have that much money, it's obvious. We've seen over the last decade. And I mean, this is nothing new. It's just more out there. But when you have that kind of money, you buy elections. You buy, put in different laws, this, that, like, it becomes corrupt.
Yes. I mean, it's what Elon Musk did. He certainly bought the last election or helped tip it, significantly. Meanwhile, they're all running around saying that Bill Gates, controls the Democratic Party, and Warren Buffett and all these people. Like, meanwhile, you guys have one on your own. And I just wish somebody with some sort of moral compass would possibly end up with this sort of money. I mean, I really do. Mackenzie, I forget her full name, but Jeff Bezos' first wife.
Yeah.
She got billions in that divorce, and she's given billions and billions of dollars away because she understands she can't take it with her. I don't need this much money.
Yeah.
But you're not going to hear that from the Bezoses and the Zuckerbergs, and certainly not from Elon Musk.
Nope, never. I mean, we got a guy who's a trillionaire. Like in my lifetime, I thought $1 million, like you are wealthy rich. And I know I'm aging myself, but a trillion now?
I mean, people really lose sight of how much money that is.
Yeah.
I mean, think what it takes to get to $1 billion. $999 million, and then you hit $1 billion. You now have to get to $999 billion before you can hit $1 trillion. Like, it's disgusting. And to everyone who's like, well, he made all that money himself, like, yes and no. You don't do anything on your own in this country. What roads did you use to get there? What electricity did you use? The people you have hired, all that kind of stuff. No one does it on their own.
Yeah.
But I would be in favor of either a wealth tax, or here's an idea that I've heard others say, there should be some sort of law about some sort of percentage in discrepancy between the highest paid person in a company and the lowest paid.
Oh, I see.
So that if Elon Musk is going to make $1 billion a year, then the entry level person better be making $500,000 a year or something.
The lowest on the totem pole has to make sense.
Keep it all in that spectrum. If you're going to raise everyone up, then the CEO can make a little more. But this wealth gap where the CEOs or the owner are just running wild while the rest of us are still making entry level wages or whatever, it's disgusting.
Yeah, truly is. Truly is, dude.
I got a funny clip I got to play for you before we start to wind down here.
Okay.
You remember a month or so back, you brought it in, Victor Marx. This guy that's running for governor in Colorado for the GOP side. So there's a primary going on in Colorado. And this guy was truly alarming. He talked about killing someone when he was like 7 because his dad needed him to. And then he would not answer the interviewer's question about how many other people have he killed. And he got all coy, like, I have, but I'm not going to tell a reporter. Plus, It seems like he's running a cult. He lied about helping all these women. I mean, the guy is truly freaking deranged.
Yeah.
And we had a hard time on the show, like, even wrapping our head around how to describe that. So the primary just happened in Colorado. And, Steve Kornacki, the Kornacki cam, he's always breaking down the totals. So he's running through the results of the GOP primary, at least where it was at that point in the night. And just listen to the exasperation in his voice. You can hear his brain cells melting as he tries to describe to the audience who this man is.
Okay.
Marx has made a series of explosive, inflammatory claims here about his own biography. How do you say? He said that when he was 7 years old, he said, without providing details, that his stepfather had made him kill another man. He talked about, again, alluded to having killed others around the world under circumstances that he didn't. Victor Marx is running 4 points behind Kirkmeyer.
Oh, that is fantastic, dude.
You can hear his brain hurting.
Yes.
And let's not ignore the fact that the guy's in second place in the GOP primary in Colorado.
And I mean, I know we pulled that clip relatively quickly, right? A lot of people hadn't seen it yet, but at this point in time, like most people, I feel like have seen that clip and know who this guy is. And I mean, you're still voting for him. Yes. It's just mind-boggling to me that the shit that he said on video and has said over and over doesn't completely eliminate him. Like, get the F out of here. You can't run for this.
Right. Nope, he's in there. I haven't checked what the final results are, and I don't know if they're in. But just the fact that the guy had double digits, let alone nearly 40% of Republicans voted for him in Colorado, like, woof. I would think whoever the Democrat will be would love to run against that guy, but this is the state of affairs in the Republican Party.
Proves the sickness of the GOP, right?
Yes. Good grief. Real quick, I see a lot of people commenting about Mitch McConnell dying. I have not gotten any official confirmation on that, so I don't know if
Googled
that's
it.
true.
couldn't
But we
find
did
it.
find out this past week that he did suffer a heart attack. That is why he has vanished, and his entire crew is refusing to give any updates. And that only came out when journalists found out through, I think they interviewed some of the firefighters and whatnot, the first responders, that, he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So he's just missing right now. And obviously it's time to step down, Mitch. Like, I mean, come on. Why do some people cling on to power until literally they just drop dead?
To be honest with you, dude, I mean, yes, I think he's guilty of doing that, but at the same time, like, I think at this point in time, he's not in control of it. Like, people are having Weekend at Bernie, stay in office. So,
and that is disturbing. I mean, this man is a high-ranking official. And real quick, just because you brought it up, freaking Weekend at Bernie's. So I got this story here. Where is it? That let's see, somebody's been interviewing, here it is, Salon, the online magazine. Their White House correspondent, Brian Kareem, says that his sources are telling him that Trump is indeed, as we all know, a sleepy zombie wandering around the White House. And one of his sources told him that, quote, "It's Weekend at Bernie's at the White House." He told this to a former Republican elected official. He said, "Do people around him understand that he's falling asleep?" And the source said, "Oh, yes. They'll tell you off the record that they know he's falling asleep. I have plenty of people off the record. I know staffers that are distributing memes of Weekend at Bernie's. They've got a picture of Donald Trump as Bernie. So it's out there. White House staffers and former staffers, everyone knows, and they're complicit in covering it up because they have something to gain from it." So I mean, obviously, like when Marco Rubio tried to say, "I've never seen him fall asleep." Like, what are you talking about? Like,
right.
Not only did they know, but insiders are circulating Weekend at Bernie's memes about Trump.
That is hysterical. I mean, everyone's been saying that for the longest time, but to know that they know, it's crazy, dude.
And they're making Weekend at Bernie memes. We've been making that joke. White House staffers are also making the joke. So.
Yeah. Look at this clip, or this, Steve. It says the temporary arch has yellow ooze at the fair coming out of it, which is good.
Yes, I've seen the pictures. It looks like it was some sort of spray foam or sealant, but it is so fucking hot there that things are falling apart.
Speaking of how hot it is there, let's just go over a couple of quick things that's going on at the America's Great State Fair. Here's a couple that decided to go over and take a little ride in the Ferris wheel, and they're recording for us.
Okay.
Reporting from the Ferris wheel. It's we're in a bubble and it's the direct sun.
Fucking kill me!
And it's 98 degrees outside. What I really love about the Ferris wheel is I can feel my sweaty ass on the seat, which means other people's sweaty ass has been on the seat, and so my sweaty ass is merging with the sweaty ass of hundreds.
Welcome to DC.
Right.
Welcome to the fair.
I'm glad that Americans are sharing ass sweat together.
Yes. Big things are happening at the State Fair as we get closer to the 4th of July. What did you tell me as far as fireworks go? Give me the statistic again with shells.
Yeah, so I just did a whole video for it. It'll be up on Really American if you're watching its details. But first of all, the White House has been trying to conceal documents that they know that this fireworks show is going to cause severely unhealthy levels of air pollution, of particulate matter to hang out in the air. Okay. Now, every fireworks show does this.
Sure.
And as I explained in the video, for the last 20 years, I have been directly involved in the Lake Tahoe fireworks show. For years, I was the guy at the radio station doing the music that was synchronized. I'm now the announcer for the show. So if anyone sees the South Lake Tahoe fireworks show, that'll be me counting down the show. But, okay, that is one of the largest fireworks shows in the country. It's about a 25-minute long show, and our people shoot off about 4,000 shells. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a ton.
This show in D.C. is supposed to last 40 minutes and shoot off 850,000 shells for multiple different locations. So any of the statistics about how much air pollution it causes, how many birds it will kill, because it does, either by hitting them or more likely it disorients them from the loud booms and they run into stuff. Like,
sure.
all of that is being magnified tenfold. And the Trump world was told, like, you're going to cause hazardous air conditions for hours and hours and hours after the show. And they sat on it. They don't want the public to know that. Washington Post got a hold of some of the documents and released it. Yeah. So it's just another great commentary on how they could not care less about their supporters. Because Trump's online today telling all the MAGA types to come out. So if you do, breathe deeply, I guess. But for anyone else, watch it on TV, if anything, because that's unhealthy to say the least.
I've seen the Lake Tahoe fireworks many years, okay? And what I will tell you is that shit stays in the air for a long time.
Yes.
And when it is so hot and it is so humid as it is in D.C., that air is so stagnant that it takes hours for that stuff to go away.
Absolutely, for a normal show. Yeah. Also, by the way, there's only 2 entry points to get into this thing. There's going to be TSA-style screenings, and you're not allowed to bring food or water into this event.
Seems like a great idea. Someone just said, oh, people have also been having heat stroke on the stage when they're performing at this fair.
Yeah.
No water.
The stage is having heat stroke too.
Yes, it is. Look at this video, dude. You'll see a part of the set stage breaking apart, and then it'll show it in slow motion and show you just how close to killing somebody it actually was.
That would have absolutely killed somebody.
Yeah, look at this. That's unreal, man.
That is either shoddy construction or more likely it is so fucking hot there right now.
Yeah.
That's metal. You can hear it. Things are warping, expanding. It's science, everyone.
Yes.
So if you don't have everything secured correctly, as things heat, like those rafters are going to start moving apart and things like that will just fall and crash down. Those were people practicing for Saturday night show.
Yeah.
And those were, whatever age girls, and almost got crushed, like literally. So this entire thing, whether you crush the performers or asphyxiate your audience or trigger a fatal asthma attack, you're killing wildlife. Like I truly believe Trump's going to kill people with this fireworks show because he wants it so big and crazy. Like you don't need to go 40 minutes and shoot off nearly 1 million shells. Okay.
No. That's absolutely nuts, dude.
Right. Did the pool guy build it? Yeah.
Very possible, dude. We are on these no-bid contracts, dude. This is the way to go.
And not to mention heat stroke. I mean, these poor performers and those people in the little bubble Ferris wheel, like you're going to kill people.
Yes. Yeah. At some point in time, you have to say like, oh, it's not safe, right? But that will never happen here. Of course, and I hate to, I don't want to end the podcast on a shitty moment, but
of girls getting crushed. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to end it that way. And but I do need to talk about poop for a minute because I think this is a serious thing. And I don't mean this in a sophomoric way at all, but
talk some shit. Go ahead.
Listen to this guy's warning, guys. Come on.
There is an explosive diarrhea outbreak across the U.S., and the really creepy part, none of the people who are infected so far appear to have traveled outside the U.S., which is typically where you would get this. It is an often foodborne parasite by water or food, salads, fruit, things like that are rinsed with water in bad areas. But they haven't gone abroad. They got into the U.S., which means where the heck are they getting it from? The Centers for Disease Control says 145 people ranging from age 5 to 86 have gotten sick in just the last 6 weeks alone.
All right, I will take you back to a time where, I mean, the numbers for COVID were as such. And I'm not saying this is going to be a COVID, phenomenon, but
sure, could be.
I have to tell you, dude, I'm not going to play him on this podcast, but I do urge you to go out and take a look. There are people that are shitting their pants in public because this is so explosive and violent. So I kind of looked up like, hey, how should I talk to the audience, to tell them to be careful. But, they said just make sure you're drinking a lot of water, which you can't do at the America's Great Fair. So,
right. Or you can buy it for $30 a bottle or whatever they're going to sell it to you for. But yes.
But the biggest symptoms people are talking about is severe. Okay, severe, watery, sometimes explosive diarrhea, upset stomach cramps, nausea, loss of appetite, fatigue, and weight loss. They say if you feel some of these things that you actually should go to the ER because, I mean, this is nothing to mess around with, dude.
Listen, you can't rely on our, health system or FEMA or anything else in this era to step in and do anything.
No.
So, yeah, whether it's Ebola or the explosive diarrhea thing, like Trump's world is not going to stop it.
Yeah.
And we're officially like a third world country now. Like
Yeah.
we're either drinking something or eating something that is spreading like this, person to person.
It's all
I mean, it
part of the
really-
Maha movement, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Ay. Make America explode with diarrhea again.
Yes.
Thanks, Trump.
Yeah, so I have no problem blaming it on him or RFK, whoever.
Like Betty says, he'll blame Biden, of course.
Yeah, you're probably right. Hey, guys, thank you for hanging with us today on a Thursday since I'm taking the day off tomorrow. So moving the podcast, we appreciate the large audience today.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone getting vocal. It's the name of the game. We appreciate you. Go to thevocalminority.net if you want to reach out to us directly. Watch all the videos we're doing here along with everyone else on the channel. And we'll be back next week, normal times, Tuesday and Friday. So.
Yes, indeedy. So you guys have a safe 4th of July. A happy holiday. And we'll see you Tuesday.
And that'll do it for another edition of The Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve. Thanks for joining us on the Really American Media platform. Check out all our social media wherever good social media is found. Until next time, you tiny little bastards, good day.
Good day.
And we say bye-bye.